What's going on, guys? I am Pat the Pac-Man, and on this video we're going to talk about the difference between a well-trained dog and a well-behaved dog. Yes, there is a huge difference between the two. But before we get into this, make sure if you like this video, wag your tail on over, bark at that like button, and as soon as you're done, make sure you slap upon that subscribe button. You do not want to miss all the cool videos we got coming out, instructional, inspirational, all sorts of cool stuff, including our podcast, Barking for Balance, premieres every Thursday. It is awesome. On YouTube and on all major podcast platforms, links are in the bio. What is the difference between a well-trained dog and a well-behaved dog? This is the focus of my entire career. Everybody wants a well-trained dog. That is not what you should want. What you should want is you should want to be a well-trained dog owner, a well-trained dog lover, and this way you can provide your dog everything that they want, need, and desire in order to make them happy, fulfilled, and well-behaved. That is the trifecta, not a well-trained dog. During my career, I've seen some of the most well-trained dogs out there. Many of them were therapy dogs and other kind of service dogs of sorts that knew how to do all sorts of cool stuff. They knew how to sit, they knew how to stay, they knew how to do all these circus tricks and all these circus acts. However, these same dogs used to fight with other dogs, used to bite people, used to chase cars, used to jump over fences, used to dig, used to bark, had all sorts of kinds of behavioral problems. Seriously, Hannibal, they really did. Training a dog means that you make them perform something, a specific act like sitting, laying down, whatever, and then to reinforce that, you give them positive reinforcement by giving them a treat. If a dog does that trick, then they get rewarded with a toy, with a cookie, or whatever. And believe me, they will do whatever it is that you want them in order to get that reward. Sometimes they'll even do it without a cookie or a treat. Eventually, you could train them to do so. Oftentimes that doesn't happen. If there's no reward, they won't do anything. If you say something like, give me 5, and they lift their paw, if there's a cookie, they'll do it. But if they don't find anything, if you don't give them anything as an incentive, then they won't follow through with that instruction. Here's the key, guys. Dog training will not solve behavioral issues. I will repeat that. Dog training will not solve behavioral issues. So for example, have you ever experienced calling your dog over to you, which you have trained them to do, and they do know what that all means? However, this time they're distracted because they see a squirrel, they see the mailman, they see another dog or whatever, and that's what gets their attention. So they ignore you completely. Or even worse, what about a dog that is amazing with their obedience commands, but they're aggressive towards dogs, they're aggressive towards humans, maybe even within the same household, maybe they're afraid of other dogs, they're afraid of noises, they're afraid of people, whatever the case may be. There was actually a dog in one of the TV shows many decades ago, I forget if it was Lassie or Rin Tin Tin or one of the dogs in some TV show, and this dog had some behavioral issues which included excessive barking and used to chase after motorcycles. Can you imagine? One of the most well-trained dogs in the world with behavioral issues. How's that possible? Simple. That's because training a dog does not address the underlying cause that creates the unwanted behavior. In order to fix an unwanted behavior, the first thing you gotta do is figure out why and what is causing that behavior in the first place. Is the dog bored? Is he frustrated? Is he nervous? Is he fearful? Is he overexcited? Is he dominant? If you don't figure that out, then you will have a dog that will sit, stay, lay down on command, but will still be nervous, fearful, aggressive, dominant, overexcited, whatever. Dog training is a man-made system that has no value in the real world if your dog has no respect for humans or has psychological imbalances. The biggest factor that affects a dog's behavior is the energy of the humans or human around them. Dogs are our mirrors. They reflect back the energy we give them. If you are not calm and firm, then they can't be calm and submissive. Right here. Perfect example. See? They're so cute, these babies. This is why my main focus in my career is to teach people to understand the psychology of the dog and to understand how to communicate dog language. This way, they know how to fulfill their instincts, fulfill their needs, and fulfill their requirements. I don't like being called a dog trainer. One of my clients once called me a bridge between two species because I was able to teach them how to connect the brain of a human with the brain of a dog. I was able to make sure that I could connect the emotions of the human with the emotions of the dog and actually get the exact behavior that the human wanted from their dog. I want to make sure that what I teach my clients is what their dogs need in order to be happy, fulfilled, and well behaved. That will allow your dogs to be calm and relaxed. Do you want a happy dog? Do you want a fulfilled dog? Do you want a well-behaved dog? Then the key is to follow the work, rules, reward formula. Bottom line, guys, it's about training people, not training dogs. You guys have any questions? Make sure you put them in those comments. Catch you guys next time. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more, make sure you wag your tail on over and bark at that subscribe button. This way you won't miss out on all the cool stuff that we post. In addition, you won't miss out on our podcast, Barking for Balance, which premieres every Thursday. Believe me, you don't want to miss out on that. It's really cool. Links down below on all podcast platforms. In addition, make sure you check us out on Facebook and Instagram. This way you don't miss out on all the content that we don't post on YouTube, in addition to staying up to date with all the cool stuff that we got going on. Remember, guys, it's about training people, not training dogs.